Zimbabwe cash crisis worse. Talking about Venezuela once again.
Systemic important banks. They removed the 1,000 thing on there called monetary awareness. Hey there, hope all is well. Back at you today with some more RT News updates. And as of now, we're going to talk about the Iran Rial and the currency crisis ongoing in that country. And it's unfortunate that most people don't really begin to think about alternatives in regards to any area of their life until there's immediate need or some type of crisis that presents itself, i.e. what's happening in Iran as well as various other countries around the world, where people are realizing that their fiat currency, i.e. their national currency, isn't really backed by anything other than their confidence and trust. And as soon as that trust is lost, all hell breaks loose and everyone begins to scramble looking for tangible goods to preserve some of their wealth. And so I have a couple articles I want to share with you here in regards to some of the options that Iranians are turning towards, and it has to do with the blockchain as well as precious metals in the form of gold. But as always, if you're new to RTD, I want to encourage you to click the subscribe button along with the notification tab to be informed of future updates as well as live streams. Also join me on Twitter where I share posts throughout the day on various subject matters. Make sure you click the button down below to be notified when things are posted. So today I have two articles I want to share with you, but it's entitled Bitcoin Trading to Boom with Iranian Rial Crash. And give you an idea what's going on, it says Iran's national currency Rial crashed hard in the aftermath of Trump cutting off the nuclear deal that has led to hyperinflation and an economic crisis in the country. It says experts claim it will turn panic Iranians to crypto, which has already started happening as evident from the siphoning of 2.5 billion in crypto from the country. It says after the beginning of this month, the U.S. President Donald Trump cut down the nuclear deal with Iran that has the national currency of the country, the Rial, going down hard. It says though the Rial was already in a dump long before Trump's entry in 2016 at 0.00035, which means $1 equals 29,851 Rials. Not sure what I can purchase in Iran, but I bet it's not much. It says, however, after the deal was cut down, Rial went straight down to 42,017, which has been estimated to be about 50,000 in the black market. It says now the crisis in Iran is leading to citizens to the cryptocurrency market. So it has been reported at the beginning of this month that Iranians are already turning to Bitcoin among other cryptocurrencies, as according to the chairman of Iran's Economic Commission, who stated that about 2.5 billion has been siphoned out of the country in cryptocurrency. So here we have the idea that people looking to purchase anything they can because the value or the purchasing power of the Rial is dropping so drastically that the goal is just to get rid of it. And so, of course, like always, they put capital restrictions. So you're not allowed to leave the country with X amount of dollars. So that leads to the next article here, which says, as currency crisis worsen, Iranians begin to invest in gold. And so as Iranians are reportedly investing in gold after the central bank of Iran last week issued strict limits on the amount of foreign currency travelers can take out of the country amid a deepening currency crisis. It says with exchange offices forbidden to sell foreign currency and new rules limiting the amount of foreign currency travelers can take out of the country, up to 5,000 euros if leaving by air and 2,000 euros if exiting by land or sea. It says referring to the formation of a new forex market, the chairman of the Iran Gold and Jewelry Association, Hossein Pendarvin, says gold has replaced the dollar in local markets, and despite protective measures taken by the central bank of Iran, money is still finding its way out of the country, but now in the form of gold. So it's interesting to see how it says how gold has replaced the dollar in local markets. So think for a second, if Iranians are having a situation where they're looking to scramble to get rid of their own currency and they're not even choosing dollars, they prefer gold, that should tell you something as far as the importance of having precious metals. But on the other end, put yourself in the same position. Say, for example, if here in this country, there's some type of currency crisis. If people are scrambling to grab a hold of things that retains value, how fast do you think they're going to be looking to get rid of those dollars? Just an example of why it's always good to be prepared ahead of time. That the gold products market is currently suffering from a recession while the market for melted gold is flourishing, indicating that in the absence of the dollar, people have started buying more gold and taking it out of Iran. And so it says a recession in the jewelry because people bought up all the primary jewelry they could find to hold as a store of value. So now they're just scrambling for bullion or anything else gold related. So those are some things happening in the news in regards to the Iranian situation. I've done a couple stories in the past couple of weeks, but yet just thought this would be a good update as to what's happening on the ground there from these sources of information here. and the idea of people looking to get rid of the real as fast as they can. But yet there's becoming a shortage of actual tangible metals to get a hold of. So you can imagine all the jewelry stores probably running low on gold and silver. And so now you saw in our prior article, they're heading to the crypto sectors. So these are just two alternatives that we're hearing about from these sources here. But imagine on a global scale, or more importantly here in the United States of America, if there was some type of situation where people were scrambling and running and trying to get rid of dollars, what the options might be at that point. So the good thing to take away from this article here is that it's always important to be well prepared ahead of time, especially if you know something of this nature might take place. And if you're a follower of Rethinking the Dollar, then you know that a lot of people outside of our country have already begun rethinking the dollar as far as repositioning themselves away from the dollar. So in my opinion, it's just a matter of time before some type of event of this nature arrives here on shore. And at that point, those that are prepared will be better off than those who wait to the last minute. So other than that, leave a comment down below. I would love to hear your thoughts on this matter. Looking forward to bring you more news. Enjoy your day.
Is the next recession?
Recession will be.
Will be a recession.
We're going to hit a recession.
The date of the next recession.
A U.S.-only recession typically lasts 8 to 10 months, but a lot of things about this particular one have not been typical. So
A crash is coming now, whether it's 6 months from now, 12 months, 36 months, no one knows.
I go to bed every night, I dream of another recession. If you know what to do, if you have the right plan to set up, you can make a lot of money from this.